Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Tangle Teacher. And today's lesson is Compass Daisy by Helen Williams from A Little Lime. And I'm thrilled to be doing this one. I love it. I'm doing it a little different. Instead of drawing it a compass pattern out in pencil, I've done it a little freehand. And so I'm going to show you the freehand method. But you will, if you go to alittlelime.com, you can see her pattern. So I haven't shaded this one yet. I will probably go back and add some color and shading. But here I've done it on a little tile, and I did a little shading on it. So I'm just going to bring a tile down, and we're going to do Compass Daisy. And I did some little step outs, and they're so funny, I think. So we start with a little circle, and then we put our little petals around it, and more petals, and then we add another ring. Oh, and there's 5, and there's 6, and you'll see these step outs on my blog. So if you want to go to inkadoodles.com, you'll see the step outs on my blog. But I just did them so that I could print it out. So we're going to start. And and I didn't mention today is Template Tuesday until the book comes out. And today's template is love. The feeling I get when I see your smile. And I thought Valentine's Day is coming up, and this would be a fun one to work on to give away. And so we're going to start. And I'm just going to start with a circle, and they can be any size of circle. This one's probably the size of a pea. Let me come in a little so you can see. And then I'm going to put a rice kernel coming off one end. And then I like to rotate because I draw my rice kernels better going this direction. And another little rice kernel shape coming off opposite. And I'm going to do that in all 4 points. Excuse me, all 4 points. Then I'm going to put one in between each one of these points. And I want to make my rice kernels approximately the same shape and length. Sometimes they're a little different. So now I have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. And now I'm going to put one in between each one of these. And you can see they're not exactly perfect, but it's Zentangle. We remember we aren't concerned with perfection as much as we are the process and the meditative quality that it gives. So now we have a full set of little petals around this daisy. Now I'm going to come back and I'm going to put another petal in between. So it's not a full petal, it's a portion. But I can go just in between and keeping my little rice kernels about the same size. Rotating my tile as I go. So now we have 2 rows, and we're going to do one more And you can see that my petals are a little longer and a little bigger on this last row. They kind of reach out. I want to make sure that I connect those two lines. And there we have our third row. Now we're going to go back and we're going to aura. Now you can aura the outside if you want, or you can aura the inside. I'm going to aura the inside. And I'm going to do that on all of them. And you notice again, I rotate my tile as I go, having a very light touch with my pen. And there we have Compass Daisy Melinda style. Remember that all Zentangle, we do our own little thing with it. So if I wanted to add another one, I could add another circle and make my rice kernels. All the way around, then come back and make them the ones in between. And I want to make sure that I touch that little petal that's in between, so that there's no space in between. And we could stop there if we wanted. Now we have to watch that we do the holly bow. We do holly bow method underneath, which means drawing underneath in Zentangle. Now I'm going to put my third row, and this is where I am making sure I draw under what was there. And then we can come back and we can leave it, or we can aura. And this, I'm just going to show you what if I aura'd on the outside of this first one, what it might look like. And you can see that it gives it just a little different look. And then I'm going to come back and aura on the inside. And sometimes I get a little pen marks coming down into that circle. So I might come back here and just darken that, just thicken that up a little bit right there so that it's got a little bit thicker area. Sometimes I will do that. But there we have Compass Daisy. And here you can see, oh, let me scan out, that I've added some other tangles to this Hollis, and it was a fun one to do. So we just come up and I just had it come out, then Hollis comes up, and draws all the way down. Then Hollis has a little flower here. What we could do is we could put a little Compass Daisy here. Kind of has to sneak that one in there. Just give it a little, just a little portion of a Compass Daisy in the center of that. I wasn't very close, so you couldn't see. I apologize, but there you have just a wild view of Compass Daisy. And a lot of times I like to just give mine a little zinger. I don't know if this is zinger, if this is Springer. I can't remember. You know how I am about tangles. But it's a fun tangle. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember that the template this week is love, the feeling I get when I see your smile, and it's only available for 1 week. And it'll be on my website, but it's free for 1 week. So check that out and have a great day.